Ventures, and this is Eric. He's also with Windy.
Nice to meet you all.
And just a little bit about Windy. So we are technically a VC club on campus, although we don't really invest in anything. We're just here to make like a community, and we do it through events like this, brunches, coffees by the night, stuff like that. And today we have Ravi presenting for us, and I'll let Eric introduce Ravi.
Yeah, of course. So just a little bit about Ravi. He graduated in 2019, studying mechanical engineering and media arts and design. He was a venture partner at Contrary for some years. He worked as an investment banker at Deutsche Bank in the industrial section before he dropped out to go to Y Combinator in 2022 to start his company, Hype. And so we're going to hear a little bit about that, a little bit about the meme coin craze, and just, a little bit of help to build companies. So thank you guys so much for coming.
And after we're done, we do have an after party at AD, and that's like a 5-minute walk away, so Eric's not going to be here for that, but we can all walk together. All right.
Thank you guys.
Cool. So I've done a bunch of these talks. Nice to meet you guys. We're going to start this off with something pretty fun using my app. So we're going to choose a coin right now. I'm going to buy it, and we're going to see what the price is at the end of the talk. I'll put $1,000 into a coin. So actually, I'll do that later, because can you guys download this app, please? Invite code is 666-66666. We'll do this towards the end of the talk. We'll choose a coin together. I'll put $1,000 into it, and we'll see what happens. Let me slideshow this. Cool. So this is the agenda. I'm going to go through, essentially it's like a brain dump. I'm going to talk about myself for a bit, going from finance to startups, consumer versus B2B SaaS, choosing a co-founder, choosing an idea to work on, pivoting. The second part will be about Y Combinator. Who here knows what Y Combinator is? Okay, so Y Combinator, application interview process, how to raise a bunch of money fast on your terms. Part 3 will be more like a company show on my app. So like what's hype, what are meme coins, why is crypto important, where I think the industry is going. And then part 4 will be Q&A. There'll be a lot of content, but I'll try to go really fast through it and make it keep it real. So yeah, goal of talk is keep it real, cram everything. Whoa. Okay. There we go. All right, cram all my learnings from the last few years and give them to you. And then also, we'd love for you guys to use Hype and share with your friends. Disclaimer, I've yet to make it. These are all my opinions and learnings. So part 1 is a little bit about me. So my first dream was to be the first Indian baseball player. Second dream was to have my own business. The outcome was I played D3 baseball at UChicago, and then I sold out and did investment banking. Lessons from that, though, were to dream big and to never lose because you didn't work hard enough. So point of this is just when you were a kid, remember how you used to have big dreams, keep that spirit alive. When you go into college, I think a lot of people teach you do consulting, do banking, get a good job, but just continue to dream big in life. Think about what you wanted to do when you were a kid. For me, that was to be a baseball player or have my own business, and it's good to keep that that spirit up as you get older. Why I quit finance to start a company. This was my life going in at Deutsche Bank in New York City, doing PowerPoint presentations. It wasn't really fulfilling. When I was interviewing for private equity hedge fund stuff, I was just this is not what I want to be doing the rest of my life. I kind of want to do something bigger. Again, going back to the first dream I had, second dream I had was to start my own business. I was I might as well, if I'm going to work that hard, I might as well work for myself and do my own thing. So a few lessons from that. So who here is thinking about starting a company at some point or wants to start a startup? Okay, cool. So I think there's a few takeaways from this. One was, in general, don't rush. So sometimes you don't have the right life experiences to start a company, and that's okay. Especially if you're trying to do B2B SaaS or something, you don't want to really rush into it. But the second thing I will say is don't take too long, because as you move up the ladder of whatever company you're at, it becomes harder to quit. And you'll always have a next promotion or more money, and then you learn to become like a corporate square. Even if you're at like Facebook or Google, you'll become a corporate square. And yeah, you don't want that when you're starting a startup. So next section is about choosing a co-founder. This is like the most important thing you can do. This is very, very important. It's literally a marriage because you'll be together for the entire existence of your company. If your company does well, then this will be like your entire life essentially. And so choosing a co-founder is super important. Don't take it lightly. Really think about it. Make sure you guys work together. This is the time when you guys are in college to meet people that you might want to start companies with. I would argue that if you're going to, just how you wouldn't settle in a relationship, hopefully, like don't settle with like a co-founder that you don't really fuck with. I'd rather you go solo over choosing the wrong person because it's that important. For me personally, I had like a co-founder breakup and it almost killed the company last year. And it was a bad breakup. And this is how most companies, like one of the reasons why most companies fail. Choosing an idea to work on. So my personal take is if you're going to do a startup, a tech startup, you should go for $1 billion outcome or go home. And then work on something that you're actually really excited about. So on the bad days, you'll keep going because there's a lot of bad days when you're starting a company. Have an extremely strong first principle ways of thinking. So you guys all go to UChicago. You have good fundamentals. When you're thinking about a business, you don't need to write a business plan, but have like really good first principles on why it's a good idea, et cetera. Don't do something because it's hot. So right now that's AI, unless you have a really strong reason to do it. Like that used to be Web3, which I hate that word. Today it's AI, and tomorrow it'll probably be like longevity, AR, VR, or something. Like aerospace defense or something like that. So right now AI is the hot thing. Y Combinator is shilling it, everyone's shilling it, but don't do something because everyone's telling you to do it. Build something that you personally want and you want to see in the world and that you will work on for the next 10 years because you'll live and breathe this for like every single day. So choose wisely. Everyone here knows what like B2B SaaS is, correct? Okay, so who here like wants to do consumer versus B2B SaaS? No, you guys don't know? Okay, so consumer versus B2B SaaS. So in general, startups are all about solving problems or wants. With B2B, when you're choosing an idea, usually you're saving someone time or money. In my opinion, it's a lot more straightforward to build a B2B SaaS business than it is to build in consumer. That's right. Okay. In consumer, you need to solve a human sin, a deep desire, if you want to be $1 billion company. So think of it that way. If you're building a consumer product, you have to like really solve a human sin or a deep desire. For SaaS, you're solving like a business problem. So what does that mean? Like if you think about for the sins, think about the top companies that you guys use right now on your phone. You have, who here has Hinge? Probably some of you. That's a dating app that helps you get laid. You have, what's it called? You have Amazon, helps you get stuff fast. You have Uber, helps you get places faster. It keeps you lazy. So there's, for any sort of consumer product, you need to hit one of these deadly sins really, really hard, or else you're not going to make it. It also requires being creative to build a good consumer company. It's not just about like talking to users and iterating on that. Like you have to have some sort of like style, kind of, like to make it in consumer. You have to be a little bit creative. You have to have good product sense. You have to have good design sense. You have to understand creative ways to like distribute your product, how to build viral loops into your product. It's a lot different than like SaaS. again, it's like more of an art than a science because you're solving a sin for a human, but there's a lot to it that makes the product like good and cool. My personal take right now is that the arbitrage is to do consumer over B2B SaaS. If you look at like all the YC companies right now, it's majority B2B SaaS, and a lot of smart people are like almost like choosing startup ideas that are less risky and doing the B2B SaaS playbook over trying a consumer product. And my personal take is like when you're younger, you have an edge because it's way harder to do consumer when you're older. I will say there's a very, very high bar for a good product for consumer. Like it has to look really good, be really polished. The next thing, let's say we're building in consumer. Do you guys know what retention curves are? Okay, cool. So, wait, who here doesn't know what a retention curve is? Who knows what a retention curve is? Raise your hand if you don't know what a retention curve is. Everyone here knows you don't know what a retention? You guys all know what retention curves are? All right. Well, this just means like on day 0, you have, obviously everyone used your app or product. On day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, it's gonna like taper off. When you guys are building products, if you ever see this, like you need to pivot or figure out like a new idea or change something up, you wanna be obviously here or here. So if you don't have like a good retention curve, you should probably like be pretty nervous. And most startups have this. It's very rare to have this. And this actually. These are our metrics recently. So that's our retention curve at the top. Our user numbers and our volume numbers. So like last month we grew 2.5 times. This is a little bit dated. This is this month. We're about to almost 2x the previous month, and it's already November. It's only November 15th. Startups all about pivoting. I've pivoted like 3, 4 times. If you guys haven't watched this video, it's a really good one by Dalton Caldwell at YC. In general, when you guys start companies, it's pretty simple. Like, if you don't give up and you don't run out of money, you'll survive. So like I've pivoted a bunch. My co-founder left. I could have given up. It was very easy to give up last year, and I decided not to, and it's like working out now. So people often like give up too early. It's not like the first time you try something, it's not gonna work. Usually, people that make it are the people that keep like going and that have persistence. So the next section will be about Y Combinator. Do you guys already know all this stuff? Like I don't need to go through it if you guys already know what this is interesting. Okay, so Y Combinator. There's the application, interview process, and what YC is actually like. So Y Combinator is a startup accelerator program. For the application, I get hit up a bunch about like reviewing apps and stuff. My take on it is don't overthink it. Just write it in a really simple way. Be very to the point when you're writing your YC app. And if you don't get into YC, this shouldn't be the reason why you don't do your startup. Like we got rejected from YC 1 or 2 times. I have an advisor who has a $1 billion company, consumer company, got rejected from YC. If this is the reason why you give up on your company, you're not cut out to do startups. Get some referrals, and don't try to like impress people on your video. That's cringe. Don't write a bunch of content on your app. That's also kind of cringe. Don't use like big buzzwords and stuff like that. Don't say you're disrupting or whatever you learn in like college venture challenge. Like throw that all out the window. Just be very to the point. Be very direct. That's what they want. And if you do the opposite of this, you'll likely not get an interview because it's like they'll be like, why are you doing this? Interview process. I think a lot of people over prep for the interview. I would personally spend 1 to 2 hours max prepping. If you just know your business, you know your metrics, it's very easy. What YC is actually like. So you're in a group of around 10 other companies, and then you have 2 group partners during the YC batch. You have office hours with them every other week, and it's like almost like it's very simple. It's, did you grow? Why didn't you grow? And then you kind of talk about the problems you guys have, and you'll try something else to make sure that you can grow. If you don't grow during YC, you kind of like forced to pivot. And then towards the end, you can fundraise for your company. So you can raise your seed round afterwards. There's a lot of benefits, I'll say, post-YC. So I'd recommend for all of you guys to try to do it if you can. Once in YC, you're in that network for life. You have access to group partners always. So I can just message someone right now and be like, hey, I have this question. Can we hop on a call and talk about it? They help you with hiring. There's like this whole, you guys probably have seen like work for a startup and stuff. You guys will apply to that. So it helps me recruit people. There's lots of cool events. Last year, every year is an alumni event. Sam Altman was there last year. Justin Kahn, like kind of all like the cool, like the Stripe brothers were there, the Collison brothers. So a lot of like cool people are at the YC events. And if you're doing B2B SaaS, you can sell to other YC companies. And there's like a website called Bookface, which is kind of like YC's internal software. It's like internal software, but it's like almost this crazy forum where founders just like post a bunch of questions. It's like Reddit. And it's like a database of investors. It's super valuable. So yeah, I would say if you can do YC, I would 100% do it. I would strongly actually advise against every other accelerator. You've probably heard this online as well. It's almost like an anti-signal if you're doing like other accelerators. Yeah. Like, for example, we got into Techstars and we said no because it was almost like an anti-signal. If you want to do an accelerator, I recommend YC, unless you desperately need to do one. Cool. So, like I said, I'm trying to cram a bunch of content in here. But fundraising. So, how I raised my seed round and what you should know about fundraising. So, the first thing is, whatever you are learning at your pitch competition stuff, do you guys still do that at UChicago, like the CNVC or whatever, or that's the CNVC, the NVC, whatever. That's like not what it is like at all. So I would take all that and throw it out the window. It's kind of a waste of time. Fundraising is really a sales game. I didn't even use a deck when I fundraised. I just had a Notion doc. I sent it to people and I had a conversation with them. What else? Yeah, so like when you're fundraising, let's see how many slides I have here. Yeah, so usually it's like a sales call, sales conversation. It's more conversational. You're talking to someone, you're telling them about what you're working on, trying to FOMO them into investing in your company. It's not like you're going through a presentation, like this is our problem, this is our market size, this is our competition. Like, you don't do that, which is why I'm saying just throw that out the window. If you are going to create a deck, this is how I would structure it, or a Notion doc, and for yourself to think through. So it's like what you're working on, right? So for us, Hype is a trading app for meme coins. How big is this market? Billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, whatever. Why now? What's your unique insight? That's very important. Why now? Super important. Traction, like any traction that you might have, and then why you're the right team to solve this problem or build this company. When you're fundraising, you want to have a very strict timeline. So usually I recommend like it should only be like a month long to raise. So let's say I want to raise $3 million tomorrow. I would have a 1 month timeline max to get that done. What happens is that people usually, especially when you're first time fundraising, you like extend that for a few months because you're afraid to put a deadline on it because you want to make sure people might come in the round and all these things, but you want to have a strict timeline. You need to get back to your business. There's another thing that investors do where they'll be like, oh, if other investors are in, we'll also invest. You don't want those types of investors on your cap table. If they say that to you, tell them to get out. GTFO. Like if they don't have conviction, you don't want them on your cap table, right? If someone asks you who else is invested, tell them get the fuck out. Stack calls people you don't really care about much. So what this means is like when kicking out a fundraising process, there's a bunch of venture funds out there. There's a bunch of like lower tier ones. There's like, there's Andreessen, there's Sequoia, Lightspeed, whatever. You want to stack calls with like random kind of people or angels first because you become more confident when you're pitching your company, and then over time you can then have the bigger calls. The other benefit of that is like you personally won't care as much at the beginning, and so if people say no, it's like not the biggest deal. You'll get more confident, and if you do get a term sheet, you can then like easily propel that and get a term sheet from like a larger fund that you actually might want in the round. Honestly, though, it doesn't really matter who's in your round, but we'll talk about that later. I'll also say it's okay to bend the truth and finesse. Like I said, it's a sales game, so you have to finesse a bit. What does that mean? Let's say you want to raise $2-3 million. Say I want to raise $3 million. I'll probably say I'm raising $2 million, and then I'll probably try to initially finesse a bit. So like, I have no money in my round. I'll try to get that. I'm getting that first check. How do I do it? I'll probably just like talk to someone, like get them really excited about what I'm doing. They'll ask me if I'm fundraising, and I'll be like, no, I'm not yet. And then they'll like try to like get you to, they'll try to write you a check, and then you'll take your first check. That's a good strategy to get your first checks in. You're almost like talking to people, but you're not fundraising yet. The next thing would be like, let's say you raised $1 million and you're trying to raise $3 million. They don't even know you're trying to raise $3 million. They think you're raising $2 million. You're 50% full. Your round's about to be over. You're putting pressure on people. Then you become oversubscribed, and then you hit your $3 million mark that way. So there's lots of like ways to finesse this. You should be finessing it or trying to finesse it. It's just like part of it. Everyone does it. Once you get the money, get back to work. Fundraising doesn't really matter. YC doesn't matter. Most companies that raise a lot more money actually do worse. You get complacent, you become less scrappy. It's almost like, I actually am happy when, let's say a competitor or another company raises more money because I know that we'll like outship them. We'll be scrappier, we'll figure it out. So like Airbnb didn't raise that much money. They are a huge company now. Coinbase didn't raise that much money. They're a huge company now. So it's not really correlated. And then people put fundraising on a pedestal, like, oh, this person raised like 10 million at a $50 million valuation. They're on TechCrunch, like all these things. It does not matter. The only that matters is getting product market fit, having that flat retention curve, having that month-over-month growth. So don't put it over a pedestal, and then just like get the money and like move on. Don't try to like create the perfect fundraising round. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, all right, so part 3, you guys scan this code. It'll be more about hype. You can download the app. All right, so now what we'll do is we will buy a coin. All right, it's awkward. Do I not have service? All right, never mind. Don't know what's going on there. All right, so quickly talk about why crypto is important. So crypto allows anyone in the world to participate in financial markets. All you need is a phone and internet to receive money, so that's a big idea. You also have instant transactions for a penny. In the US, we don't really feel the pain but in Ukraine and Argentina, etc., like people are using stable coins to transact. So it's like there is this global adoption of stable coins. Businesses are starting to use it for like cross-border payments. And so we're seeing this like global adoption of crypto. We don't really feel it here yet. Crypto doesn't really matter until it does. Again, like in Ukraine, the entire bunch of the economy operates with stable coins. In Argentina, it's the same because they have hyperinflation. If our US dollar goes to shit, like you might want to have some Bitcoin or alternative asset there as a hedge. So now I'm going to talk about meme coins and what they are. And so like first I'm going to show you my bags. So I've been trading meme coins. I'm the founder of this company, Hype. These are my bags. So the reason why I show you this is because like I want to show you that like I'm actually like trading and making money on this. I'm not just like kind of bullshitting. I built this product for myself. These are my current bags: Sigma, Retardio, Mog. My dog, Marshmallow, that I made. That's like a weekend gamble called TDS. And then this is where I grew my portfolio from, so 24K to 150K in about like a few months. What are meme coins? So essentially meme coins are attention markets. And making money on memes is essentially cultural arbitrage. So it's a way to bet on trends, bet on attention, bet on culture. Meme coins do over $1 billion in daily trading volume on chain. It's wild. Why is this a big idea? Because with crypto, you can assign dollars to attention, and we're living in this like attention economy, right? Like we're trying to go famous on TikTok, whatever. So this is like a net new way to provide dollars value to attention. So the number only goes up if there's more buyers. If more people buy it, if there's more attention, and the Ponzi nature of it is like the beauty of the product, because everyone who holds the coin wants the coin to go up, and so they're gonna try to spread that idea more or that concept more. They'll start posting on Twitter, etc., sending it to their friends, get them to buy it, and so meme coins kind of serve as this like curation market or attention market for different things. Why do I think you guys all have an edge? Because these are some examples, right? Like you guys are all kind of like on TikTok, IG, Reels. If you knew what Moodang was before most people, which you guys probably all know what Moodang was, you could have made a bag. If you guys know what GigaChat is, who here knows what GigaChat is? Hopefully all of you. Again, you could have made a bag. Sigma, like W Sigma, what the Sigma, whatever. Again, this was launched in the summer. I bought it at 500K market cap. It's now at $132 million market cap. Aura, you guys all know what Aura means. Like, you know, this person has Aura, et cetera, 100 Aura, whatever. Plus 100 Aura, 1,000 Aura, whatever. But again, like, if you're like a boomer, right? If you're 40 years old, you almost have a disadvantage here, right? Because you don't know what Aura means. You don't understand if it's like still trending or cool. You don't know what GigaChat means. You don't know what Sigma means. You have no idea. You're just buying these things without knowing. So you have an edge over Wall Street. Who here knows who the Rizzler is? Okay, cool. So like I said, brain rot is your advantage right now. So right now the attention is mostly on like Twitter, crypto Twitter. People just found out about the Rizzler when he went on Jimmy Fallon. But you guys probably all knew who the Rizzler was, like when you were you just know who he was like over the summer. And so this is like the coin price as soon as he went on Fallon. Crypto Twitter found out about the Rizzler, thought it was hilarious, and they bid up his coin to like, I don't know, I think it's like 6 million or something. But you could have bought it at like 100K and made a bag. So being brain rot is the advantage here. So it's good that you guys are on TikTok and stuff. It's the advantage. You could tell your parents that like, nah, I'm getting better at my meme coin trading skills by being on TikTok. Okay, cool. The app is now up for me. We're gonna buy a coin right now. I'll just show you how crazy this is. Someone want to choose a coin for me to buy? On the new tab. All right, I'll also buy something on trending. All right, let's see. I'm gonna buy, let's see. Rizcat? Where's that? No, it's too stable. It's too stable. We need something volatile. I'm trying to like either get everyone a table tonight or not. Go big or go home. All right, let's buy one of these. All right, I'll buy a ski mask cat. No. Crusader Pepe. Head of SCC Gallagher. These all kind of suck, right? LeBron's dog. All right, should we buy LeBron's dog? All right. Wait, I need more capital. One sec. Let me sell some MOG. Okay, let me sell some MOG. I'm gonna buy LeBron's dog. All right. Whoops. This is actually LeBron's dog, though. I hope so. Okay. Anyways, so you got LeBron's job. We'll see if we're up or down tomorrow. Or today, sorry, after this talk. All right, back to the presentation. Okay, so what's going on here? What are meme coins? What's happening? It's a TikTokification of finance. So again, you're trading attention, right? And so there's this direct TikTok to news to coin pipeline. Today, there's this, who here knows about like the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson? So I bought, I bought this coin, Mike Tyson, which is like a bet on, it's a bet on like, essentially, if he'll win, this coin will probably go up in price. And I also bought, another example is like there was this didn't do well, but there was this dog named Cricket, and this person like shot it. It was Trump's, it was like one of Trump's like cabinet selects or something, and apparently it came out that she like shot the dog. I'm just giving you examples here. You guys know who Twiggy, like this guy is? No, it's just Twiggy. So there's some different score. This derivative. This one's not doing too hot. This one is like it's a skiing squirrel. I guess there's Hawk Tua. Let's see what else. Yeah, this one ripped. This one. Wait, do you guys know who Ari the Sea Lion is? Wait, actually? See, like, I didn't know who this was, right? But if I knew who this was, I, like, bought it early because someone told me to. But I made, like, $15K in, like, 3 days off of this sea lion. Don't cancel me, but this is, like, TDS. I don't know. It's funny. Yeah. And then this is my dog, Marshmallow. That's my dog. Yeah, but you guys get the point, right? So it's like news to virality to like coin pipeline. So you guys have an edge over other people because you guys all like know what these are. Like I don't even know what some of these are. I spot it. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. So it's actually really cool. Like whenever there's something that comes out on the news, there's immediately a coin created. It's crazy. Sorry, what?
I was just wondering who creates the coin.
You can create a coin. Yeah. We might add that into our app soon too.
Like, there's a feature on that where you just make a coin.
We're gonna add that soon, but we can't. Yeah. Right now it's just trading, and then we'll add creation later. So what's important to know as you guys start trading, hopefully, is that some coins can sustain attention. I like to call these coins cults. So that's like GigaChad. Like think about like the memes that last forever. Doge, GigaChad. There's a bunch. Like there's like also crypto native ones like Mog. You guys know what mogging is? Like to mog someone. Yeah, that's a coin. There's Sigma. Those are like safer. They've gone through lots of like ups and downs, almost like Bitcoin-y, and they'll probably sustain over time. They have like these communities that formed around them. And then, so there's some that can't. These are just trends. They're trading news. And so you have to know the game you're playing. So here's an example. This is a graph of Peanut. So Peanut died, got assassinated, unfortunately. RIP Peanut. Let's see. Where's Peanut? Peanut. It's Peanut. Oh, wait. This is Peanut. Peanut has a market cap of $1.68 billion. My friend put in $69 into Peanut. He sold it. He sold it for like $1,000, got a $1,000 profit. He would have made, guess how much money? He just held it for like 10 more days. $1.6 million. You gotta always diamond hand. You guys diamond hand. Like even I like got wrecked. Like I bought, like for example, I bought. Like this was like a $938 trade that I jeeted. Jeet means selling, and it would have been 43K, like on 930. Like it's crazy. So I got wrecked, but you know, Peanut. This is Peanut. This is Peanut's chart when the news of him getting assassinated came out. You can see this is Google Trends as an example, and so you have like a very similar chart, right? You have like this attention peak, and then you have this like drop off. That's what happened to the price. This is the price on Hype. This is the price on Google Trends. What happened afterwards though was that there was enough of a community momentum around Peanut, like as a meme, for it to like last. And so also Elon Musk was tweeting about Peanut, et cetera. And so the price like kind of skyrocketed after the Trump election. So. It's probably gonna get closer to 1-on-1 at the same time. I think there's still like some information delay. So for example, like that's where end state it does go, where like I think coin price will map to just general attention. So for example, like let's see this one. You guys, I guess, knew RDC line. I didn't know what it was. Someone just told me to buy this. I bought it, but like this was just had nothing. Like I was about to sell it actually. And then like yesterday just randomly ripped because crypto Twitter found out about it. That's like the gap right now. That's like the arbitrage, that's the opportunity. It's like, can you identify something that Twitter hasn't, people in crypto haven't really identified yet? And can you like buy that before they do identify it, and then you'll make a bunch of money that way. Again, like I don't know how long I'll hold this sea lion. Probably gonna sell it soon. But every time I sell it, it just keeps going up, so I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to know when to sell. But yeah. I think, so again, it's TikTokification of finance. The dopamine hits are crazy. So we all grew up like watching TikToks, posting on Instagram, getting people liking your Instagram story, liking your picture. And we want like these like instant dopamine hits, like we're trained that way, right? And so with hype and with meme coins, the same thing is happening with finance. Like when you buy, if you guys buy a coin today, it will either go up, especially if it's a new coin, it'll go up 100%, like, or go to zero really fast. It depends on the coin type of coin you buy, but that will happen. Today, like right before this talk, I bought this Vibe Cat. I bought like 2K of this, and this was like 30 minutes ago. And now it's gone up 182%. You don't get this in equity markets. I'm also buying a fucking Vibe Cat. I don't know what that is. It's like this thing. Like the head that's like moving. Telling you, brain rot's the advantage, taste is the advantage, being cool is the advantage here. But yeah, cool. Back to slideshow. Okay. Meme coins can also act as prediction markets. You guys know what prediction markets are? Poly market during the election and stuff. Prediction markets are like betting markets. You can kind of get to truth with prediction markets before like media does. So meme coins can actually act as betting markets or prediction markets. Why? Because if you think the perceived attention of something is going to go up over time, you're likely going to buy that asset, right? So to test this theory out, we created a site called president.meme where we indexed Kamala Harris coins and we indexed all the Trump coins. And this is like poly market. This is hype. And we knew that Trump was going to win before mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC. They were still trying to figure out who was going to win. We already knew who won, like way well in advance before the elections results actually came out. And so you could see that like Trump was up like around, can't read this, it was like 21% or something. And then in the last 24 hours, and Harris was down 70%. So it's very obvious what was happening here. People wanted to own the Trump coin because they thought, if they own the Trump coin, the price will up because there'll be more attention on Trump when he wins. No one wanted to own the Harris coin because they thought she was going to lose. And so the markets were able to determine the future. Yeah, so meme coins are risky, but you can make life-changing money. So, like I said, my friend almost made $1.6 million. This guy, one person put $1,000 in. I think it turned into $100,000 in 5 hours. So you made your entire investment banking salary in 5 hours trading meme coins. Another person turned like 1K into $3.4 million in 15 days. So again, it's risky, but you can make a shit ton of money. I wouldn't sleep on it. Other thing here is that top meme coins used to be, you guys know what like a beta is? Like kind of like it maps the trend of, yeah, you guys are all smart UChicago kids. So you guys know like R squared is, whatever. So we're gonna put like, before you would have a R squared or R value of like 0.96 when you mapped the top Solana meme coins to Solana price. And what we're seeing now is like this is just not correlated at all. It used to be very correlated, now it's not, which to me tells me that this is going to break out as its own asset class. But yeah, what's hype? So you guys kind of already know already. Hype is a mobile app that lets you trade meme coins and send crypto. It's like if Coinbase was jailbroken and crossed with Venmo. So you can trade any asset you want on the Solana blockchain or Ethereum, which is like these are just like blockchains. You can track your P&L. You can see what your friends are buying, and you can also send crypto to people. Probably doesn't matter, but like to you guys, but we're like the best mobile trading app on the market. That's our goal. We want to be, but we also want to be like really, really ridiculous and fun. but also the best way. So when we built the product, we built it like in like fun ways. The product is kind of like memey a bit, but we're also trying to get really good. We focus on building features so that you guys can all make money and have fun doing it. These are some of our client testimonials. I don't refer to our users as users, I refer to them as clients. But these are some of my client testimonials. Like I said, we try to make the product fun. So whenever you 2x on hype, there's a Jerome Powell money printer go burr GIF that pops up. Like whenever you cheat and you could have made more money, we kind of rub it in your face, and people like send those screenshots to people. Like when you add people as friends on hype, you can see what they bought. And for example, here, Maya, she bought Amazon, and then it went up 138% after she sold it here. And so that was like, you can make fun of her, like, ho ha ha, like, you sold too early. And it's like a fun way to have conversations with your friends. Our goal for all you guys, if you use the app, is to help you get rich, achieve financial freedom, and have fun doing so. End state of hype is that we want to be the freest financial product in the world, where you can trade any asset you want and send and receive any asset that you want. This is a quick demo of hype. So these are the top coins. If you want to put like more size and be able to sleep at night, you can buy like the top coins. Like GigaChad's a top meme, Moodang's a top meme now. Whatever kind of resonates with you. You know, these are relatively stable, will probably outperform. The new coins are where like the gambles are. So, the new coins are where the gambles are on the app. So these are very volatile. This is what your friends are doing. And then when I went to the blockchain conference yesterday, last weekend, I created a coin for all the club presidents. They all have coins now. So you could trade the kids. But yeah, and then you can also send like people money just from their username. And you have this like fun feature where you can like make it rain if you want to. Okay, back to the presentation. What's coming for us? So we're going to build indexes. So, like for example, we did the President Meme Coin Index. We're going to start doing more indexes. So what does that mean? If you want to buy all the Gen Z brain rot coins, one click you can buy those coins. If you want to buy all the puppy coins, you buy the puppy coins. The cat coins, you buy the cat coins. As more and more trends pop up, like we'll try to create indexes for them so you can kind of buy the trend. And then we're also creating like an overall like hype index. It's kind of like the S&P 500, but for meme coins. Because it's hard to like sometimes pick which one you want to buy. And so we're going to create that. The other big bet for us is launch your own coin, so create your own market on hype. So it'll be like posting an it'll be as easy as posting an Instagram photo. You can create a coin or create a market. So yeah, Robinhood brought stocks to the masses. Coinbase brought Bitcoin to the masses. We're going to bring meme coins to the masses. Where crypto goes from here and how we will adapt going forward. In general, transaction speeds will come down and continue to get fast and be faster and cheaper. There's like all this blockchain fragmentation that's happening right now. So there needs to be a product like ours that like centralizes all these things. More real-world assets are going to start coming onto blockchains. Right now, we have US dollar, USDC stablecoins that have come onto blockchains. You have euros. You're going to have like pesos. You're going to have maybe stocks at some point. That'll be a logistical nightmare, but there might be like stocks that start trading on blockchains because it's a little bit more efficient maybe, or you can have 24-hour markets, 24/7 markets. BlackRock's putting a shit ton of money into this. They want to tokenize everything. So if there is an end state of assets becoming put onto blockchains, I want hype to be able to support all those assets. Like right now, you can even buy Bitcoin on hype if you want to. You can buy meme coins, obviously, that's what we're focused on. I already said this. Yeah, so hopefully that was valuable. And then what I asked for you guys is like if you could share hype with your friends, download it, and we'll do this onboarding competition. It's supposed to be $500, not $5,000. My bad. But yeah, so what we'll do is, if you guys all use this invite code, I'll be able to tell like who you guys are. But we'll do an onboarding competition for the week, and first place will get $200 in trading credit. If you guys can read this, I'll get on the 5th place. Don't scan this. This is not, shouldn't be there. Let's see. Yeah. Cover anything else that's important. That's pretty much it. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. But that's the presentation. What's up?
Where can you withdraw to?
You could send money out to Coinbase and then to your bank account. And we'll have like ACH withdrawals too, but not yet. So. Yeah, we'll probably, right now we're not making money, but we are doing a significant amount of transaction volume. So we'll take a percentage fee, probably. Or we'll do, like, make money off of verifications, like verifying coins, kind of like Instagram does, ads, sponsorships, all that. Right now, like, because we're venture backed, we don't need to like make money. It's more about just like, can we just grow really fast right now? And then like, yeah, that's how you'd probably monetize.
Understand the price through, so if I buy one like token,
Mm-hmm.
and then no one else touches it for a week, does the price stay at that level or does it go down?
I'll stay at that level.
So when does it start going down? Is it like a short mechanism? Or?
If you're the only buyer, that's the price. So if someone else buys on top of you, and then you sell, the price is gonna come down. Yeah.
Like earlier you said, like that we have an edge.
Yeah.
Because we're more informed on news than other people. What are like the current demographics of people who use hype? And like, and if it's like just like mostly young people, like how are you creating the edge between what's on the app?
Yeah, I would say the current demographic is actually skewing from like 20 to maybe like 28 years old. So it's fairly young. We're probably like 50% now college kids, or a little bit less maybe. In terms of how people buy things, wait, what just happened? Damn. In terms of how people buy things is usually it's like through group chats. Like you'll like find something funny, you'll send it to your friend. Like we have a Telegram chat, which I can add you guys to if you want, where we just like send coins and stuff in here. So like people will just like send different things in here. So for example, there's like a Mike Tyson. There's a Mike Tyson coin. Someone sent that in here. These are mostly like, it's like half college kids, half not. So that's how. But yeah, that's like that's our chat. Fuck. You guys can all join that too if you want and participate. But that's how people find stuff. Also, like, you know, Twitter is a great spot. So if you like are, you know, on Twitter or following the news, you can make money that way. The new tab also is like what's relevant. Usually, like right now, there's nothing really like that interesting, so I'm not gonna really buy anything here. Like Gary Gensler, for example. There's a bunch of these coins that are created. Gary Gensler got taken out, so Gensler. So that's how you find it. Also, I think like adding your friends are important. So like I also get alpha from like my friends buying stuff too. Like if I see a bunch of my friends are buying something, like I'll look at it. But yeah. Also trending, like this is essentially like what's trending in crypto markets, and what ends up happening is like a lot of the relevant topics in mainstream media end up coming into the trending page, And so like I think hype could almost become like the front page of the news almost, because like whatever's trending in pop culture or whatever should be on our app, and that's where it's going to right now. This is Fred. So like Fred was the raccoon that also got assassinated, and Fred's like a beta to Peanut. So it's cool how these dynamics are working. Like Fred's not as popular as Peanut, right? And so Fred's market cap isn't as high as Peanut's, but it moves in the same direction as Peanut. So yeah. Any other questions? We don't take any fees. It'll be like 1% when we do, probably, or less. We're not. Yeah, doesn't matter when you're venture backed. Like you should make money at some point, and you should have a business model. Right now, it doesn't matter for us.
I feel like the people from Wall Street bets would love this. What's like the current growth strategy like?
Yeah. So right now what we're doing is I've been going college to college to college, doing talks, throwing parties. It's kind of like, yeah, trying to like make sure people have fun using our product and stuff like that. So I'm essentially trying to kick off that initial network effect right now. So when you guys all download the app, you guys will all know each other, and you'll be able to like create group chats. I'm sure like a lot of you will be like, this is stupid. Some of you will be like, this is like sick. I want to try this. And hopefully you guys can like create group chats with your friends, and like that's what will kick it off. So that's like how we're growing right now, is just like through word of mouth and invites. The app is only invite only. So that's one way. Second way is like just like through social media, like Twitter, Instagram Reels. I post really embarrassing stuff on Instagram, but you kind of have to. You guys can follow us on Instagram if you want. Actually, don't. But like, I'll post random shit on our Instagram. This one's going viral. But like, POV, Soul 69, whatever, right? So that's kind of helpful. We'll probably do like referral programs and stuff like that too. But right now the market's like hot, so yeah, I'm gonna move my phone off of this. If you want pressing weird shit. Okay. The market's pretty hot, so we're just like growing every single day. It's just mostly word of mouth at this point. Once we get to the critical mass, it'll just like grow through network effects. But right now it's a lot of like manual things that I'm doing.
So like a meme ETF is like that you can buy?
That's what we're launching. Yeah, so we're gonna launch like the hype index. So that'll be like a curation of what I think is cool. Probably maybe be a little more mathematical with it, but we also have this newsletter. So it's called The Hype Train. It's like morning. Who here knows what morning brew is? It's like a morning brew for meme coins. So like, we'll tell you what is like kind of what's happening and stuff every single day. So I recommend subscribing to this if you want to like just stay on top. It's a free newsletter. We called Sigma really early. We call cool things early. It's a good way to stay on top of the market. The Solana founder is on this. The Coinbase people are on here. Like very top people are on this newsletter. I just recommend it. It's just free and entertaining.
Do you have like regulatory pressures, or like, are you regulated in any way whatsoever?
No, so Hype is fully non-custodial. So what does that mean is that we don't hold custody of assets. So you're like, when you guys signed up just now, it was all done through like phone number, right? So when you go onto the app, my bad. When you go onto the app, it's when you create a wallet, it's all like social login. So you can use your passkey, which is like Face ID. Oh, I guess that's a bug. But Face ID, phone number to log in. We create a wallet for you. And then you are in charge of like your own account. We don't ever touch your funds or hold any of your assets. So if you remember like the last bull market, there was the whole like, you guys remember what FTX was and like, yeah. So what happened was, and even Coinbase, right? These are centralized exchanges. And so they're holding custody of your funds. Like you're not self-custodying it. And when that happens, like they might be irresponsible with your money. They might over leverage it. They might, do something weird with it. With us, we don't even touch your money at all. So you own your assets. You're responsible for it. It's secure by your phone number and your face, like your Face ID. It's like very, very similar to going into like a Charles Schwab or Robinhood type of product. You don't need to memorize seed phrases and like all these things. It's fairly simple to sign up, but we never hold custody of your funds. So that means that we're not regulated by traditional financial like regulators. So like we don't need a money transmitter license. We're not holding users' funds and things like that.
So when you buy coin, is that like directly rerouting Coinbase?
No, you're buying it on like blockchain networks. So you're buying it on Solana. You're using DEXs, decentralized exchanges, to buy these things. So it's like a peer-to-peer market maker via smart contracts that's happening on, there's one thing called Uniswap, there's one called Radium on Solana. That's happening underneath the hood. You don't even think about it, but you're not going through Coinbase. You're going through another like smart contract.
So when you make like a new coin, that just makes its own new like a new blockchain specific for that. That's separate.
Not a new blockchain, it's just like a new coin that's created and there's liquidity that's provided to seed that initial pair. Yeah. Do you guys know what pump.fun is? No? Okay. That's where people create coins. Guess how much revenue it's done this year? And it just started this year. Over $100 million. It's crazy. So people sleep on crypto. Again, don't chase things that are hot. Right now it's AI, B2B SaaS. People are sleeping on crypto again. Like one of the fastest growing startups ever, Pump.Fun, hit $100 million this year. It started in like March. Just crazy.
So for you, like long term, do you see crypto more as a currency or as like a trading?
I think it's a lot of things. Like it could be used as for stable coins, so for payments with stable coins, right? It could also be used as a way to trade things, 24/7 all over the world. Everyone gets equal access to trade any asset. It could be used for like decentralized social, which is like still being built out, but that's like another use case of crypto where it's like right now when you're on Instagram or Twitter, you don't really own like your follower base or whatever. And so there's companies like Firecaster that are being created to like help solve that problem. Who knows if that actually works? Crypto is also being used for like AI agents. So one coin right now, it's called GOAT. So if I pull up his, this is an AI. So he just like tweets random shit, and he created his own coin, and he's just been like pumping his coin, and it's at a $1 billion market cap right now. Yeah, he's decided like it was like an AI project, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna create my own meme coin, and so there's like AI agents right now, huh? What's up?
So it was able to like access hype on its own?
No, it didn't create it through us. That'd be sick if it did. It created it on its own. I think maybe the human helped a bit, but this is like, there have been AIs that have created on their own. So it's this cool like, it's interesting what's happening. Like there's a convergence of AI and crypto right now. Because think about it, how will AIs get like paid? If you do have like AGI and stuff, or just like AIs doing random shit, how are they gonna get paid and stuff? Are they gonna get a bank account? No. Like, you're gonna pay them, are they gonna go to Schwab and get a bank account? Probably not, right? They'll probably have a crypto wallet and get like stable coin or whatever, right? So this is a really cool experiment that's happening. This guy has this person has a life of its own. just says like insanely weird things. I had a very hot dream last night. I was massive. Okay, whatever. You guys check it out yourself. But yeah, a lot of crypto stuff does happen on Twitter. So I recommend like using Twitter for a lot of the crypto stuff that's happening.
How does like crypto work? So is there like a set number of coins and you can like buy and sell whatever you want, but like do you sell to like other people or like?
Yeah. So what's happening with this is there's like two types of exchanges. There's a centralized exchange and there's a decentralized exchange. Where we don't do centralized exchange stuff. So if you're buying like Bitcoin or like Ethereum or Solana on Coinbase, like you're going through them, like they're holding custody of Ethereum, and they're asking you for like $100 to give you whatever amount of Ethereum. They're exchanging that. What's happening in crypto is there's these things called DEXs. So here's an example. So essentially, you could swap any pair, like any coin for another coin. And the way this works is that there's like this constant sum formula. So there's something called automated market makers. If you don't go really deep into it, you can look this up and go on YouTube. But it's a constant sum formula where K is a constant, and then X plus Y is like, you have like token A, token B, and then this K has to always be constant. And so that's how you get the ratio of like the price and stuff by this. So it's determined by math. And you as a user, you don't have to think about it. Like you just have to, you can just buy and sell. There are some inefficiencies. So like, let's say right now I was trying to sell, this sea lion. Like what will happen here is there's a 10%, if I try to sell 13K of this sea lion right now, I would lose 10% in slippage. So that's like the problem of like decentralized exchanges is it's not as efficient as an order book model, like the AMMs, because I'm going through that mathematical formula essentially. And there's price impact based on liquidity, but there are like drawbacks to it. But the reason why it's really cool is because as soon as I create a coin, I can now create a market for it. I don't need to go get listed on a centralized exchange. It just exists. People can start trading it, freely and stuff.
All right, y'all. If we don't have any more questions, we can take this over to AD and then keep on circulating.
Yeah. Should I sell this, guys, or what? What should I do here? Confused. See LeBron, dog.
Never sell, bro. Never sell.
Dude, never sell. Wait. 10%. It's up 10%. It's kind of soft. But should I sell this? On 10%? But what should I do with the sea lion? Is the sea lion cool or no? Like, do you guys? You know about it? I don't know, cause you guys are brain rot. Come on, huh?
What should I buy right now?
Depends on. Are you trying to like? How much are you trying to put in?
Like 69.
69.
Like right now.
You're trying to like 10x it, like very fast. Then you have to go to like one of those new coins.
But all the ones on new are just like from a day ago. Does it not have like hours? Is that why it says that?
This one's 39 minutes ago.